Start to mute, please. You having problems, sir?
Apparently.
Give me a second, I'll fix it for you.
What is happening? All right. Give us one moment, please. Stand by. All right, folks. Super fun technical issue solved officially. Just waiting for Lazy to get back to his little spot. Although with that said, what is
Okay.
up, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead.
I'm rocking the baby.
Okay, well, we are obviously finally playing Murder Mystery Machine. We're on part 4. Thank you for joining us, and I'm at the wheel, so that's why everything went south immediately. Let's see what we got. The sinews of thy heart. Shouldn't that be blind? I feel like that should have been thine. Public park downtown. A crime scene with such a young victim. It's harder than I thought it would be.
It won't be our last. You need to get used to it.
I know, I just wish we didn't have to. Okay, well, I'm sure that it has something to do with the baseball bats, but whatever. I'm Detective Clark. You must be Max?
Yeah, that's me.
I believe you called us in. I need to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help.
I know it's hard, but if you could walk me through what happened?
We were on our way home, minding our own business, when Zeke and his boys attacked us.
You know you were attackers? Zeke?
Zeke Matthews and his gang of thugs. Everybody knows him. That's the guy you want. He killed Justin.
Anyone else see what happened? It'd be hard for a crowd like that to go undetected on the street.
Around here, even if someone did see, they would keep their mouth shut.
What can you tell me about the victim?
His name is Justin Kugler. He's a guy, and he was my friend.
Sorry you had to witness all this. Is there anything about Justin you think I should know?
I don't know what else you need. He didn't deserve to die.
You said that you and Justin were attacked. You managed to get away without a mark, though?
I knew what was coming as soon as I saw them. I told Justin to run, but he wouldn't follow me.
You ran away and left him there?
I hid. I had to. Zeke's crazy. You should have seen the look in his eye. He was out for blood.
Okay, so Justin is attacked and you run and hide. What then?
I waited till they'd gone, then came out. Justin was covered in blood and he wasn't moving. That's when I called for help.
It must have been a scary time for you. You did the right thing calling us.
Could have done more. I just didn't know what to do. Maybe I could have saved him.
That's all for now, Max. Max smells like garbage? Oh, it's because he hid. What a weird random statement. Okay, so I'm confused. I thought the who would be... Oh, suspects. I'm gonna... Oops, no. disconnect this. Because I was like, who's dead? Well, we know who. So, I guess let's start looking around, eh? Like a knife.
I think it was a spoon. Just gonna say it out right now.
Baseball bat that I am standing on top of, like a true detective. Let's move this one over here, and then connect the blood on the bat to the beaten to death. Charred baseball bat. Here we go.
New diet logs.
Them diet logs, though, they're so important. Open dumpster. Yeah. Put you here because Max smells like garbage. Mind if I ask you some further questions regarding what happened?
Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help. Yep, same thing.
Okay. The smell, the flick knife, or the bloody bat?
Bat.
Have you ever seen this bat before?
That's the bat Zeke used to kill Justin. He was swinging it around like a madman.
And he was the only one using the weapon? You seem pretty sure it was him.
Am I coming through your speakers?
Yes?
I just heard myself. That was weird. Anywho, he was the only one. It threw me off. I heard myself, so I had to backtrack.
Well, maybe now you won't hear yourself. I just moved it away from the speaker. So, charred bat, the smell, or the flick knife? Flick knife?
Knife, yeah.
Kniffy. Can you tell me about the knife we found?
Yes, it was in R. Kelly's closet. Oh, no, that's not what
It's not what it
It's
says.
just- he always had it on him for self-defense. He would never use it, though. How do you know that? If he beats somebody to death with a bat, what makes you think he's not going to use a knife?
No. Zeke beat somebody to death with a bat.
Oh, yeah, Justin, never mind. Pay no attention to me. I'm having a moment.
Tell me about the second bat? If it was only Zeke swinging, whose is this?
It was Batman. That's mine. I know how shady it might look, but I panicked and threw it in the fire. You have to believe me.
What were you doing with a bat in the first place?
I was filming tentacle porn.
What the
In this area, you have to be packing something.
So you walked around with a baseball bat?
I wouldn't use it. It's just scare people off. Well, that was the plan.
Stinky, smelly man. I couldn't help notice that, well, how to put this? You smell like garbage.
Because he hid in the dumpster.
I know, right?
It was the dumpster where I hid. I didn't think they'd dig me out of there.
They didn't even try?
I guess they were busy with Justin.
That's all for now, Max. We got Max hid in the dumpster. We already knew that. Self-defense, baseball bat. Ugh. Already I'm getting irritated with the way
So
this
you
looks.
got 2 bats because the knife wasn't used on Justin.
Yeah. So let's see. Zeke Matthews is a who. So we should get out of this mode to connect this to a suspect. Yep, the flick knife is pointless. We're questioning about that charred baseball bat, it looks like. And the not so charred one.
And the who is also, I think, Max Glover, self-defense, then we gotta figure out what the other one is. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not sure what the sporting logo is necessary on that, but sure.
It's special.
Self-defense. Attacked
After
by
farm,
Zeke
remember.
whilst heading home. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Beep and beep. Oh, I guess this is Justin's. Supposedly. I'm going to move it down here. And I'm actually going to... Wait, how do I... It's this way, huh?
Shit.
Go away.
Shift it.
What?
Zeke's not the charred baseball bat.
No, but he... Oh, no, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Boop. He's this one.
That's Maxi Glover. Unknown sporting logo, blood on bat, blood on bat. Where's that? Beaten to death, you got that linked, and then blood on grass. Gotta be some other evidence floating around. I feel like we need to search a little deep. We need to get all up in there. Andy bushes. Turn it. Turn around.
There's
So the fire
something.
extinguisher.
A backpack. Justin's ID. So, a bag of drugs. Okay. So I'm going to...
The other why is drug deal going bad.
Yeah, for real.
Bag of drugs, everything's better with a bag of drugs.
Dolly.
I mean,
Did we get any dialogue options with that? Maybe we did.
little love shack, baby.
Yep, okay, cool.
Did he
You know
bring
why
enough for class?
Do you know why Justin would have drugs in his backpack?
It's got nothing to do with me. He never told me anything about drugs.
I'm still not sure how Zeke knew you both would be here in the first place. Was he meeting Justin here for a deal?
As I said, Justin never said anything to me about the drugs. He was meeting Zeke. He would have told me.
Like he told you about the drugs?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he was then. He found us isn't important. Oh, how he found us isn't important. It's what he did.
Okay, so Max was the drug dealer that planted stuff in Justin's bag. Do you have any idea where we could find him now?
Well, I mean, he's dead on the fence over. I know who he's asking about.
Good lord.
He'll be together with all these thugs, big men hiding behind the gang. And
Zeke runs with gangs. Justin may have been buying or selling drugs. Drug deal gone bad. Gang-related incident.
gang-related incident. Okay, so it wasn't self-defense anymore.
This and this. And I'm going to move this over first because it'll bug me otherwise. Where's bag of drugs? Drug deal gone bad. We'll link it to both the drug-related things. And then we'll move this one over to Zeke runs with a gang. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to fail. Let's do it.
Wait, I didn't want to hit that one.
Yeah, you had no. Aha!
Success!
Wait a sec.
We only got 4 out of 8 deductions.
Yeah, we still got 8 though. Apparently they fixed the ranking system in this game.
Oh, that's awesome.
You okay?
Yeah, he was just so young.
Let's make sure we find some justice then. Anything from the lab yet?
The bloods from the bat and the grass are with them. What? Should be confirmed as the victims. What?
You say shh. What? I will run the bloody baseball bat for Prince.
Where are we on COD?
I mean, the newest one isn't out yet. It's incoming.
Still accurate. And the contents of the backpack?
ID from the victim, confirming his name and age, and security pass from Dolly Dolly Game Studio. We're looking into it.
We need to talk to the mother.
It doesn't get any easier.
No, it doesn't. We have a deck chair.
That's just dirty. I don't ever want to hear you talk like that again. What's wrong?
Now let's go over to
You say
I did say Huh. I feel like that's new.
I heard that place is kind of fancy.
Fancy? Of course we're weird. Weird is fun. Ooh, look, it's that one diner place.
You don't need to do this. I could take the lead.
I have to do it sometime. Ooh. Sorry to let you know, Mama.
What?
Miss Kugler, I'm Detective Clark. I'm sorry for your loss.
I mean, I don't have the right equipment.
That's shush, quiet. Thank you. I just can't believe he's gone. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about Justin? Of course. I want his killer to be found. Could you tell me a little more about your son? He was a good kid. I know every mother says that, but he really was. I'm sure he was. Wait, no, that's Cass. I'm sure he was. Any enemies to speak of? Enemies? Not Justin. He was just focused on his internship and making something of himself. Glover?
I just went and found my diamond-studded Michael Jackson glove.
Do you know Max Glover? I know him. Don't think much of him. He was always hanging around Justin. What's he got to do with this? We're just following up on all connections to Justin. We need all the facts if we're going to catch his killer. He was always there getting Justin into trouble, nothing serious. I just had a bad feeling about him. Zeke? Home life or studies? Zeke it is. Did you ever hear Justin mention a Zeke Matthews? Now there's trouble. Max may have been a bit of a punk, but Zeke was bad to the core. Were Justin and him friends? Zeke was a bully. I told Justin to stay away from him. Everyone knew what he was like. Eeny, meeny, miny. How was Justin getting on at school? Well, he wanted to make video games. He was even interning at a game studio, Dolly Dolly. School and a job? He must have been working pretty hard. He was. I was so proud of him. What?
No, he was working hard.
Hardly working?
Everyone wants a good job at gaming these days. Come on now.
You're not wrong. School was starting to fall into the background, but I knew he was set for great things. If Justin was interning after school, what time would he normally get home? Well, he would usually get to the diner at about 6:45 p.m. latest and eat here. I'd have it waiting for him.
Great work, Cuz. Good.
Yeah. And he didn't say anything about going somewhere else yesterday? The park where he was found. Was that on his route home? No, nothing. He would always walk that way, but he never ran into trouble before.
It seems to me like somebody couldn't spell cougar or something, and it just seems fake.
Kugler?
Kugler.
I mean, my thought was cooler, but that's okay.
He was the extra in American Pie next to Stifler. Kugler. You remember that guy?
Absolutely not.
Instead of the apple pie, he thought it was a pumpkin pie, and that's how he never actually made it into the film.
That's terrible. Is Justin's father on the scene? He hasn't been around for a long time. Does Justin have any contact with his father? God, no. You even mentioned his name, and that would set Justin off. So it's just you and Justin in the house. We live with my mother. She's not well, so I look after her as well. Bloop.
What about all that dope?
Right. Was Justin ever involved with drugs? Justin would never be involved in drugs. Why are you talking about drugs? Some were found at the scene, so we have to ask the question. Wow, look at that sass. Do you see it?
She just straight up Sinead.
There is no way they were Justin's. They must have been planted. Who was with him?
Hey, hold on. In my defense, she looks like Sinead O'Connor, and she Sinead'd you. So that's why I was so confused.
I'm sure. I'm sorry, Miss Kugler, but I can't disclose any more information regarding the case. I think that's all for now, Miss Kugler. Thank you. Catch whoever did this, please.
I figured it out. Freddy Kugler.
The hell? Dolly.
But instead of knives on his hands, he had spoons, and that's why he didn't make it as like a creepy horror film guy.
Justin usually arrived at 6:45. Single mother, Justin's mother waitress. Donna cares for her sick mother. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. I want this in this corner.
Building a tree snowman.
Do you want to build a tree snowman?
Do you want to build a tree man?
So what are we trying to find out this time? Prime suspect, the address and timescale of the lead. Prime suspect so far is still Zeke.
We're not weird, okay, sir. We are just pleasantly ridiculous. There's a difference.
I don't know, I'm okay with being weird.
Yeah, it's weird not having any of this stuff up. Sounds like, oh yeah, I should probably open, Twitch so I can see chat. It's yeah, that's good.
We knew Justin usually arrived at 6:45. Is there anything else we can...
Go talk to the cook.
Yeah, okay, cool.
My name is Imitation Kevin Bacon Bits.
Mr. Stanfield, thanks for speaking with me. I'll try not to keep you too long.
I just can't believe this happened to Justin.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Anything I can do to help.
How well do you know Miss Kugler?
She worked here for a couple of years. Pretty close.
Pretty close? Are you two involved?
There was a time when I thought it was going to be that way. She just got too much on her plate. I just try to be here for her.
What can you tell me about Donna's relationship with her son?
Donna was devoted to her boy after her father left, or after his father left. He was all she had.
Did you see yourself replacing him?
I told you it's not like that. She doesn't have time for a relationship. Not while caring for her mother, too.
I take it you must know Justin pretty well, too?
He was a good kid. Although I hadn't seen him around here as much as I used to.
Busy with his internship? It sounds like he was really making a go of his life.
He was. He spent most of his time there after school. He would normally get to the diner till late, maybe 8:15 p.m. Oh, there's a lie right there.
There's a lie.
In your face. Donna missed having him here more. They were close.
Do you know much about his friend Max?
From what Donna said, he was an investigator, whatever trouble Justin got into.
Instigator?
Shh, investigator. This guy's a cook in a greasy spoon like Waffle House.
Yeah.
He don't know no words. Shh.
And Zeke Matthews?
What's he got to do with anything? Justin and him were friends.
Weren't?
Ooh.
They were not friends?
Ooh, they weren't friends at all. He definitely killed him.
I'm getting that. Is there something you can tell me about him?
Why would I know anything about him? He's just a thug. His father should have put him in line a long time ago.
And how is business?
Things are picking up finally. It's been tough, though, for years. The new water treatment plant is helping us. In the area without it, things would have gone from bad to worse.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. Anything I can do to help, detective? Did you just pop?
I did.
Did you snap, crackle, and pop?
Nope, just a pop.
So there's a time dilation here. The time is dilated. Now you must go back and touch the mother. Talk to the mother.
Reed mentioned that
Yeah,
Justin. I am.
yeah, you just started coming through, man.
I heard that. Reed mentioned that Justin was arriving at the diner later than you thought, after 6:45 p.m. Could you have been mistaken? Well, it was around that time, but I suppose, yeah, he was showing up later recently. I worried that he would burn himself out working so late at Dolly Dolly, but I knew he was doing what he wanted to do. I tried to have his dinner ready for him coming in, but it was hard to know his schedule recently. Da-da-da-da.
I like to think this is all about the missing weave,
When
and the where would be.
not the diner,
No, I would think it would be
the park,
is it the water treatment plant or the Dolly Dolly?
maybe.
I mean, that would be. I would say Dolly Dolly because that's typically, but the water treatment plant has something to do with something. I think.
Simply that business is better than usual.
May absolutely. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Could cut ties with all the lies that you've been living in.
And if you never want to see me again, I would understand.
Hey, look at that. We did not
You got
discover
me.
any items.
You suck.
You.
Items are overrated. This is going to be a tough one. Do me a favor. Don't go making the mother any promises.
I won't.
I mean it. I've been here before. It doesn't end well. This guy looks like a straight up goober. I say that every time.
Yeah, it's because he does look like straight up goober. That's why you say it every time. I told you I won't.
Like, I feel like he wakes up in the morning and smacks himself in the face with a shovel, and then like wraps a douche around his face, and that's him all day. COD has been confirmed. Blood force trauma. Justin was, as Max claimed, beaten to death.
In the background, oh, that's you.
Man, I got feminine there. Whew. Michael Jackson gonna be strong.
Woo!
And the background checked on Max Glover is in frequent trouble with the law, mostly misdemeanors, although this is interesting. Affiliation to local gang.
He kept that quiet. Zeke Matthews?
Uniform confirms everything we heard. A real piece of work, vandalism, petty theft, assault, and surprise, surprise, connected to a local gang.
How we doing with the blood work?
Blood and DNA on the baseball bat has been confirmed as Justin Kugler's. Looks like it's a murder weapon.
Any prints?
Yeah, but they're inconclusive.
Figures. That's you.
Had small child. Had small child. Thanks. Calm down, Tito.
Never.
There's also a logo on the bat. I'm sure I've seen it before.
I think we should pay a visit to Dolly Dolly. If we're going to get anywhere with this case, we need to know more than just the information from Justin's friends and family.
Good thinking. You go. I got porn to watch.
You're not coming? I will be later.
Yeah, I'm going to be after my porn. I meant prawns. I love prawns. Chinese restaurant prawns.
That makes it even more awkward.
I'm going to check the logo on the bat. Leave them in. I'll track it down.
Something special sauce.
Something dark side.
Something complete.
Chin.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
The angry boy a bit too insane.
Icing over a secret pain.
You know he don't belong.
Are you serious? Fucking jacuzzi.
Hot tub. Hey, we can borrow this hot tub and that can be our streaming platform.
Hot tub stream platform?
I'm gonna stream in a hot tub with a bikini. It's gonna be legit.
I would pay money to see that. Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Ngo. Ngo?
But Kevin, please.
That makes it a lot easier. I won't keep you long. I only have a few questions.
His name's actually gonna be Kevin. How can I help?
Justin or his behavior? Well, I guess we could start with Justin. That makes sense. What was your impression of Justin?
Justin seemed like a good kid, keen to learn, initially anyways. But it didn't last long. All that drug use.
You don't sound overly impressed with him.
I think the novelty wore off and he realized it was actually a job. Got to the point he was always late if he showed up at all.
Do you have any idea as to why that was?
No, it's cliche, but I think he fell in with the wrong crowd.
The wrong crowd?
Oh, hold on. I gotta be redneck. I know it's Klitsch. Klitchy.
You're glitchy.
Kids these days would rather join a gang, run around town, cause trouble, than actually do something with their life.
Behavior or kept on?
Kept on. Keep on keeping on, bro, man.
His, whatever's going on here is just really irritating. Why didn't you just let him go? Look, do you see this, what his self-made noose ass got?
Let him go. Let him go. You can't hold him here anymore. Oh, okay, I'll stop. Ordinarily, I would have, especially with an intern, but I was doing it for his mother.
You know Mrs. Kugler? Miss Kugler? You know Miss Kugler?
Doing it all for his mother. We knew each other from high school. It was her that contacted me. She wanted work for Justin. It wasn't even paid. She was adamant. Said it's what Justin wanted.
Can you tell me more about Justin's behavior? When did his attitude change?
This guy should have hired Jake from State Farm, just saying.
Which one?
Both. I mean, they both wear khakis. I mean,
You're not wrong.
khakis. It just became one thing after the next. I started out with high hopes for him. Then his friend turned up at the office, and when I asked why he was here, Justin blew me off like a sullen child.
You were his boss. Surely you said something.
I did. I was like, "Bitch, don't talk to me like that from the public." I tried, but it fell on deaf ears. I'm sorry to say it, but most of the time, okay. Sorry, that blended together. I'm like, most times of the time. Most of the time, it was easier to just ignore.
This friend of Justin's?
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but in this case, he was like one of the wrong crowd I mentioned. His name was Mac. He came in and said Justin had something for him, and when I told him he wasn't here, he left.
Did he say what Justin had for him?
I think it was more Justin had something to sell.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
I don't know if I'd recognize his face. I'd be more likely to remember his tattoos.
Justin
They caught me, dear. They caught me.
Oh no.
They got
You and all your
identified
tattoos.
by my tattoos.
Attacking those youngins. The hell. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing this now. Do you see this little beheaded figure over here?
Do you want to try me, Jelly Beans?
Do you see it right here where my cursor is?
I don't see your cursor.
How do you not see the cursor? I see it on OBS.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, I see it there. I don't see it on the share thing.
Oh,
You
that
said
makes sense. Yeah, okay. Justin had been getting home later recently, but you implied that he wasn't working late?
he wasn't here. He was usually gone by close of business. Business.
What time, roughly, would you say?
5 p.m. He would be long gone. It's normally just me left in the office. That's the life of a game producer.
Thanks for your time, Kevin.
Mystery visitor. His name was. I don't think Zeke killed him. I think Max did.
I think you're right.
Something on the windowsill. Something on the windowsill. Go get it. No. Where are you going?
I'm going to the windowsill.
Don't touch it. Lick it. It's a window. Lick the window. Oh, there's something on the table in there, too.
I know.
From unknown to Jolstein. I hear you're the guy to talk to. I'm trying to get my hands on something for the weekend. I'm looking for top grade, and I've heard yours is the best. Are you around tonight? I can meet you downtown park, 7 p.m. He's a hooker.
Sorry, I was just drinking a little bit of Powerade to get my electrolytes up. And also because I was thirsty.
That's what plants great.
Yep.
Oh man.
Strange drawings. Okay.
Memorable tattoo.
Uh-huh. Mayhapsably. Do we have anything else? Kevin stuff. Okay, well, really quick.
He wants to be talked to. He wants you to be like, what's up?
What's up, Buttercup?
Why did it look like it opened up too wise?
Email or
Man.
the drawings?
You like reading the stuff in your head.
No, I figure if it's gonna be the same dialogue over and over when we reopen the dialogue, then why do that part rather than...
Ask about the prostitution rings going on in the game development studio.
Email, got it. You only have one Justin working here at Dolly Dolly?
Yes, correct. That was his work terminal over there. I unlocked it before you arrived.
I take it that email is news to you?
If ever there was a sign he was involved in something he shouldn't be...
Can you tell me about these drawings I found?
I found them on Justin's desk. He was a talented artist, but those weren't for any of our projects.
You hadn't seen these drawings before?
I certainly hadn't asked him to work on anything. Oh, okay. Certainly hadn't asked him to work on anything like that. It almost looks like a tattoo designer logo. It took forever for that to populate on my screen here. No problem.
Tattoo design. Bloop bloop.
Drug related.
These drawings of Justin's, you mentioned they look like a tattoo? What makes you say that?
The guy that came in asking for Justin has something similar on his forearm, only faded.
Do you think Justin could have copied it from him?
Maybe. It wasn't identical, but similar enough, almost like an updated copy. I'll touch you if anything changes. Drug related. Drug related.
Click. Thank you.
Email to Justin, drug related. Potential drug deal.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That has to be something. Meet in the park, mystery visitor.
Let's meet in the oh.
Justin was working late, drug related.
Better clean up some of these.
My goodness.
No, that one needs to stay. That one should stay. So I'm gonna move this dude down, I think.
What about strange drawings to Justin Kugler?
That didn't fix anything. What? Strange drawings to...
What about strange drawings to Justin?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh no.
That's dumb. We've connected the drugs to every other thing except for that one stupid...
You did it. You did it the cheap way, but you did it anyway. Figured it out. His mother hired a prostitute to strip at his bachelor party, which ended up to being his like best friend who killed him.
What the heck? I missed something? Oh. I did miss something. Important. All employees. A reminder to sign out all equipment every time. The sign-out sheet has not been kept up to date, and a number of items have recently gone missing. If anyone has any of the missing kits and forgot to sign them out, please let me know ASAP. Everyone has access to the equipment, and I'm sure we all want it to stay that way. If this persists, equipment will be restricted and monitored. Any questions, my door is always open. Kit, huh?
No.
See if we have more dialogue or something. We do.
I love diet logs.
I saw the sign about missing equipment.
Things have been going missing, and as expected, no one seems to know anything about it.
What sort of things?
It started out small. It was when pricier items started walking out the door that I took notice.
How pricey are we talking?
Thousands of dollars worth of equipment missing in the space of a couple months. No problem. Mine.
There it is.
Missing equipment. Looking to buy something. Yeah, I was just say it didn't catch it all.
No, instead it made like a little noise like eek.
It's like, no, I can only be touched by one item at a time, sorry.
Do you have any suspects for the missing equipment?
A few months ago, I wouldn't have even thought it could be Justin. It's too coincidental with his attitude change. And that friend of his showing up, he left me no choice.
No choice to do what?
When he was away from his desk, I went through his bag. I know as an employer I shouldn't have, but it was my equipment flying out the door.
pretending that you hadn't just told a cop you broke the law. Did you find any sign of the missing equipment?
Nothing. Only more of those drawings. He wasn't happy when he was questioned, or when I questioned him. Made
You told him you had been through his bag?
I had to try to get the truth. It was my only real, or he was my only real suspect. But I got nothing. Suspect. I said suspect.
Excuse my bluntness, but you appear to have seen the real Justin. What do you think happened to him these past months?
Even after everything, I hoped it wasn't a gang he got himself involved with, but judging by the looks of the company he kept, he had the opportunity to make something of himself. It was a real shame to see him throw it all away. Did you seriously make
I did.
noises?
We're gonna connect this and this.
Yeah, I think the Y is stuff related.
Huh?
I think it's not drug related anymore. I think it's gang and theft related.
There. Nope, I'm also gonna do this and call it quits.
Spiderweb.
No!
It might not be theft related. It might be gang related and drug related.
There it is.
I was
Hey
so
look,
bad
my
at
spider web got us all the evidence we needed.
You're fired.
You're fired.
How did you get on? I mean, the same way I got off.
With prawns?
It's Justin really the innocent boy Donna believes?
Let's just say Justin had a side to him that she was oblivious to.
He thinks she was lying.
No, I think she was in denial. No mother wants to believe their kid is involved with that sort of thing.
Max must know more about the real Justin. Maybe we should bring him in for further questions.
Good idea. Did you get anywhere with the logo on that bat?
Yeah, it's from a sports bar downtown.
One of your regular haunts?
Maybe once or twice.
Lead the way.
Wait.
I need to put on warmer pants. I will be right
Okay.
back.
Well, I'm gonna grab a drink, so put us on the be right back thingy.
Be right back, y'all. And we're back.
And we're off like a brown dress. We're going to Slitz's bar.
Interesting place. I can see why you like it.
I don't know if I would say like. Gang sign on the pool table.
Mr. Abbott, I'm Detective Clark, and over there is my partner, Detective Houston.
About time. You hear about the trouble last night, right?
What trouble?
Those kids were back. Y'all apparently gave them a warning last time. Pat like that did.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry is it don't stop them. They were in intimidating. Oh, okay, never mind. That's correct. They were in intimidating my customers again, vandalizing the bar again, and they stole my pride and joy.
I have a feeling my questions may all be related.
And ask away if you help catch those thugs.
What do you need to know? Wait, no, that's you asking that. What do I need to know?
What do you need to know?
Let's start with you telling me about those kids that came in.
I told you this isn't the first time I've reported them causing havoc.
Well, this is the first time I've investigated it, so if you could answer my question.
Fine. About 10 of them came charging in and headed straight for the bar.
You didn't serve them?
They were all 12 and didn't have proper ID. I'm not stupid. Not like they didn't try, though. They were loud and annoying. They were just a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. While I was dealing with them, one of them was trashing my pool table.
The one at the pool table. Was he the ringleader?
Not sure if I would call him the ringleader, but he was definitely the one causing the damage.
If he was acting alone, perhaps he was showing off, or showing his worth to the gang.
Maybe if that's what he was doing, he did a good job. He was definitely the main attraction.
I don't suppose you heard a surname? Matthews? Zeke Matthews?
I've been out of the troublemaking business for a long time, but even I know you don't use full names.
Would you be able to give me a description of him?
Apart from being in his late teens, nothing distinct about him. Just your average thug. What's so important about him anyway?
We've had reports of similar damage in other businesses around town. They could be linked.
Do you want me to break into my Barry White voice then if you're trying to sleep?
Dragon.
They got away with it once. They're going to keep doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. That's enough questions for now. Okay. Hold on.
Thing you to sleep. Baby shark do 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 baby shark.
Let's see. I don't really think there's much we can do here, so let's just kind of do some
Big Matthew's
investigation.
baseball bat.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, you're gonna touch the table. Those are the crazy line 8s. How did I not know about them?
Ouch. Oh, that hurt my leg. Let's see. Still not sure. Okay. It literally looks like it says mate. Hello, mate. There's an empty thing here. Something, something, pride and joy. And
I'm pretty sure the bat's still linked to Zeke. Or Justin, or yeah, Justin probably sold the bat actually. We'll find out. Well, Justin didn't steal Zeke, so that's just weird.
shush. Maybe he did, you don't know.
Hush, little dragon, don't say a word.
I love how I have to go all the way
Gonna
around.
bring you a doggy turd.
Tell me about the empty case, your pride and joy.
Lit was so loud. He's my
What was
bat.
loud?
The slugger that made me the high school home run record. Well, for a year at least. You don't like when I'm loud? You told me I was quiet the other day. Gosh. Don't make me go Napoleon Dynamite all over this place. Okay. Gosh.
All over this town. Unfortunately, your slugger is now evidence in a homicide.
What if it's a hummus side and somebody spilled a bowl of hummus? I mean, they steal the only thing
You're grounded.
that means anything to me and used it as a weapon. I hope you go and find that damn kid.
Are you saying it was the same kid that damaged the pool table who took it? You saw him?
Of course I did. Little punk got behind the bar and stole it from the case without a second thought.
So you actually saw Zeke go behind the bar and steal the bat. Why didn't you try and stop him?
I had to come around the front of the bar to grab one of them, and when I looked back, that Zeke kid had his hands all over my bat. That's disturbing. You can go to jail for a long time, guy.
Just to reiterate, it was only Zeke behind the bar? Sounds like he was putting on a real show.
I got a sweaty kid. He was the only one, but it doesn't mean the others are any less guilty.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to gauge how much Zeke was acting on his own accord.
The others thought it was hilarious when we were goading him on, and it makes the audience that makes any difference.
So Zeke now has a hold of the bat. What happens next?
I chased him. Well, I tried to. Didn't have much chance to keep.
And that was the last you saw of them? Any idea where they were going?
Running out of the lot, I heard something about Max. I was a bit too preoccupied to worry about what they were going, about where they were going.
And you sure it was Max you heard?
Yeah, he could have been any one of them or just another thug. I wouldn't know the difference.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. That's enough questions for now.
Hold on, Aiden's gonna sing some Righteous Brother. Apparently he's not. He's got stage fright. He is not even 5 months, so I can see he got stage fright. Gang related. Baseball bat.
Hmm.
If I have an echo, that might be due to her system because she might be playing sound through her thing.
I just brought it closer to me, so that should alleviate a lot of the...
Oh, I'm coming through her speakers. That would be why.
I assume this is the spray paint he was using?
Must be. By the time I got around the bar, he had already finished his art. Just damn scribbled, if you ask me. But she was going through her speakers instead of her headset, so that was picking me up pretty clear.
Yeah, I need a new set of headphones.
He's actually hosting the stream tonight. And what you're talking about has to be that way. You got a headset that works just fine.
It doesn't fit right.
Yeah, but it's less echoey.
I mean, yeah. Ah, that's a lot of settings to change right now, though. Alright, I'll change it.
Really? Did you just exit the game?
No. There. Is that any better? I don't know. You weren't echoing to me before, so that's not a question for me. You ought not. Alright. No, I didn't want to talk to you again. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to move. You're a hamster. Okay, so I guess it's time to be looking for these guys, huh? The who looks like Matt, or Zeke Matthews, rather. The what is the baseball bat. The why. No, that's not it, The prime suspect. Oh. You think? You're wrong. Oh no. The worst of fates. Why? I bet it's the why that's incorrect. Would we just flat out say it's the gang of teens? Nope, that doesn't work. Well, hint time. That did us no good. Love it. I don't care. There, that's fine. Now nothing's overlapping. All right. So, guy accused Zeke of stealing the bat. Which... Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. I want this one. Lazy has retired for the weekend. Doesn't seem so. Ooh. Now nobody can hear Lazy. Wah wah. My headset is plugged in through my microphone. Well. Dragon. Lazy is displeased. Oh. Well, after these messages, folks, 1 second. We might just have to go this route anyway, and figure it out later. Oh, I'm very much aware of that. However, it's not showing up on my output devices. Well, speak. Yep, nope, nothing. Try speaking.
For the love of all this holy.
Well, we'll just have to go with this for now. And then figure out the rest of this
Stop
nonsense
using
later.
your friggin' speakers.
We'll be right back, folks.
This only happens when we're ill prepared for the evening. You gotta change it until they can hear me. Nobody can hear you either, just so you're aware.
They should be able to hear you and I now. We're both unmuted.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go upstairs to try to figure it out.
Yeah, it's still not figured out though, because you're still coming through my speakers. So, suck on that one, noob.
Yeah, because somebody had the bright idea to unplug the headset the way it was supposed to be plugged in.
That's because it wasn't
Don't say
working, so I
so.
had to. That's because it wasn't
Also,
working, so I
plug
had to
your
fix it.
headset. Shh. Plug your headset through the speakers, not the microphone.
You
Yeah.
can do that on these?
Yeah. You plug your headset through the speakers, you'll be fine.
Oh, I bet it's this thing, huh?
That's why we got you those speakers, you goober.
Well, shut up. Let's see if this works.
Does it work?
Sounds like it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, your
Well, you might
goodness.
want is the like thing moving on
Yes.
OBS?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
good. Yeah, it's
I
good.
know. I see.
Do this.
I see that. Okay,
Let's get
now I gotta
giggly with it.
get.
No.
No. You are no Will Smith.
Shh.
Okay.
Miami origami.
No, stop it. I'm just gonna hit hint again. I don't.
Repent.
New dialogue.
Diet logs.
Dang.
Oh, you gotta talk to the date guy. What a twat waffle.
I mean. So we can connect Zeke and his gang with the bat that killed Justin.
Guy accounts Zeke stealing it from Hind Bar confirms it. Strange that he was the only one on some sort of vandalism rampage. What? There's a group of them.
Showing off to his gang mates. Maybe he was proving a point.
Do you want to go sword fighting? That he deserved his place in the gang. If the gang Justin was running with was Zeke's rival, surely there was a motive to attack him.
What better way to get a name for yourself than killing someone from a rival gang?
I think it's time we found Zeke. She knows better. Yes. I mean, as I've stated before, I will pee on you. Okay?
No, see this is what I do, Dragon, and don't tell Lazy this. When we're asleep, I wake up in the middle of the night and I accidentally elbow him in the center of his forehead and then say that I had a bad dream.
Yeah, it's happened. It was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was asleep. I didn't know what I was doing, but it looked like she was jumping off the top ropes of a wrestling ring. So I'm not totally sure that she was actually asleep when it happened. Because when I opened my, she was coming down on my forehead with an elbow drop, like some Undertaker crap. It was insane.
It was bad. In all honesty, though, it really did happen, and I did have a bad dream. And in the middle of bringing my elbow down, I woke up, and it was like this slow-mo moment where I was like, "Oh no!" as my elbow just uncontrollably is heading towards the center of his forehead. It was bad.
One of the few times I ever had a bruise on my head. Yeah. Like it takes like a ceiling fan on high speed to give me a bruise on my head. My elbow did.
Or just a wife elbow. Is bad. All right, lovely. It's your turn to read.
Okay. I spoke with uniform. We've read. 2 kings or 4.
Something Max Glover can probably shed some light on.
About that. Nobody knows where he.
Do you think he ran? Let's get uniform on it. We need to find him.
Deal with first.
Over finding our runaway Max?
Body's been found in the parking lot of Giant Sports Bar. Zeke Matthews.
Sounds like somebody caught up with him before we could.
I'll start the pent up.
Sounds about right.
Your son burps a lot. Just saying.
Yes, he does. Car park. Are you serious? Careful, he might be a member of a gang. Hey.
Yeah, Abbott called it in. Abbott and Costello.
Let's see what he's got to say.
He's smacking his lips trying to talk to you.
Mr. Abbott, what a pleasure to see you again so soon. Want to tell us what's going on?
Thought it was pretty obvious, dead guy in the park.
Mind if we go over a few details?
Yes, if you put stickers all over your car, it makes it more aerodynamic. It is true.
That's decals.
Yeah, close enough.
Zeke Matthews is dead at your front door.
You know someone named Zeke Matthews? You tell him he's dead in Murder Mystery Machine?
Maybe he made enemies with one of the developers of Murder Mystery Machine.
Sorry, dude. He's like, sorry, dude. I was calling to tell you didn't make it.
Are you going to read your part?
You don't have to tell me.
Yes, I do.
I found him.
I need you to walk us through what happened.
Fighting and some touching and some awkward silence, and then the divorce happened. I don't know what else to tell you. I was behind the bar as usual and heard something going on in the parking.
Can you elaborate?
I'm used to someone not handling their beer and starting something. The usual suspects were inside. Ma'am, lady, cousin, sister. Doc came out and saw the kid on the ground.
Tell me more about what you heard.
He's talking about, okay? The bar was quiet. The sound of revving and wheel spin caught my attention. Sometimes joyriders think it's clever to do donuts out.
And then what?
Then I heard a loud thud. It was heavy, like a dead weight, hit the ground. Sorry, bad choice of words.
Seems an awful coincidence that Zeke vandalizes your bar and the next day he shows up dead in your parking lot.
I told you guys. If I killed someone, do you really think I'd do it here?
That doesn't answer my question.
That's the perfect place to do it, guy. I told you I was behind the bar. All the guys in the bar can confirm it. Be right back, scream.
What?
Wait, Sam got a bad voice like that. Oh. She failed miserably, and I didn't catch it because I'm not streaming.
And you didn't catch it because you're also failing miserably.
Well,
Be right
I'm
back screen. I don't see
holding-
a be right back screen.
I'm
Shifty
holding
eyes.
Baby. I'm holding the baby and watching the Discord stream, not the actual stream.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. That's enough questions for now. Vehicle, possible joyriders, found the body, heard driving a wheel spin, a list of subjects, and a potential murder weapon. Okay. Why does it say I can talk to him again already? Severe trauma, broken bones. Broken glass, blood on the glass. A brick.
It's all right. He was charging double for lap dances, and I just don't approve of that.
Twisted metal, metallic paint. Tire tracks.
Your little baby just said hamburger, I swear. His first word was hamburger.
Now his first word is hungry.
No, it was hamburger, I'm pretty sure. Hamburger?
Hamburger?
Hamburger? You gonna say it? You said hamburger?
Wait. There's a camera.
I mean, it was close to hamburger. It's close to.
Possible footage. Mind if we go over a few more details?
My first word was, what's the G spot?
I'm sure.
Is it a fast food restaurant? Do they serve curly fries?
Serve something curly.
Hey, cat. Yes.
Oh. What do you mean Reed called?
He's had more hassle with Zeke than me. Than anyone. He called earlier, said he'd been hanging around the diner again.
What else did Mr. Stanfield have to say?
Not a lot. He seemed pretty fired up. Said I'd be ready if he came back, but he never even made it to my door.
That security camera. Any chance we can get a copy of the footage?
It's been a bust for a while now. More of Zeke's handiwork.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. That's enough questions for now. Jesus Christ. Was that
Here,
Aiden?
stop screaming. What's wrong with you?
My lord.
I scared him with turkey calls.
You scared my ear holes. That's atrocious.
Your Operation Wang Chung.
Guy got a call from Reed about Zeke. I'm gonna go talk to what's-his-face. Well, I didn't see this coming.
You gotta read Nate for a minute. I gotta make about.
Nothing in this town surprises me anymore. What are you thinking? Well, that gave me nothing. I'll see what else I can find. That gave me poop all. Oh, it is time for this. No, that's not right.
Can't get enough of you. But what a mess.
Whole lot of nothing.
Overly excited. Yeah, don't worry. They'll end up sending him home from the hospital, even though he shouldn't be leaving the hospital. Typical, usual, weekly thing. Because hospitals, Yeah, at this point, they should be keeping him there regardless. It shouldn't be a. I don't care how bad he is. He obviously needs more help than they're giving him. Neek Matthews, okay, is one of them. Is the Who. Okay, he dead.
And then I'm gonna go with Donna killed him.
Was she brought up?
No, but Reed was. Reed was at the diner and he was pissed.
Okay, well, you should use Reed and not Donna.
You think?
Yeah, it's usually who you talk about, not who you think it is. Okay, use a hint, because this is dumb.
Are you serious? I've already got this giant knot over here.
And the vehicle is the what?
The vehicle is what alerted Guy to the dead body.
Okay, so maybe it's Zeke and Guy in the vehicle.
Guy has people inside the bar that can act as his alibi. I'm doing it again. Seriously. More crap about the stupid... Are you serious? Okay. How else can we connect these stupid things together? This has 4 things. 3 things, 3 things, 3 things, 4 things here, so... Now hopefully we'll get something fucking else. Jesus Christ. The tire tracks is related to the severe trauma and broken bones. Not the vehicle. It's the tire tracks that got us the stupid hint. What? Ugh, that's infuriating. His injuries are too severe for just an old-fashioned gang beatdown.
What about the vehicle?
If you're right, and it was a vehicle, these fragments must be from the collision.
This is not the greatest song in the world. This is just a tribute. It must have hit him with some speed to cause that much damage.
Another dead kid on our hands. Who do we have as a suspect? Reed?
Could he have done it for Donna? Done it for Donna? Done it for Donna? I don't think he would go for that. Or go that far. That one.
Reed told us that Zeke and his gang were scaring away his customers.
If that he meant he was losing business, the diner is his livelihood. That's more than likely motive for him. Are you ready to rickroll these guys?
And what do you make of the phone call?
Questionable. Why wouldn't he just use, or just phone us, that one? Why wouldn't he use protection?
Unless he was going to take matters into his own hands. Max is still AWOL.
Missing was a pretty strong motive. Good God, man.
You can't read tonight.
I'm looking back at the kid trying to read on the small, tiny laptop screen.
Oh, I know. It's crazy, right? Super difficult to do. However, do you manage to do it?
Well, it's all based on what kind of thong I'm wearing at the time.
He hid in the trash while his friend was beaten to death. That has to scar you. Maybe he's out for revenge?
We can't roll him out. We need to find him.
I'll see what else I can find.
And we never rickrolled anybody. I'm pretty upset about that.
Let's see. Zeke threatened Reed's business. Zeke killed Max's best friend.
Might be another. So it might be Max Glover, and it might be Reed.
And the what had the vehicle.
We did not say we were going to Ewok roll you. We said Rick roll. Okay. Was it us two? Yeah, Max and Reed. Who the man? Who the mayonnaise?
Never gonna give you up. Tire tracks suggest the victim was hit from behind.
There are no strangers to drugs. He didn't even see them coming. That sounds like something you would see on Nevermind.
And COD was injuries from a car's impact.
Oh, that? Uniforms just radioed. In the description of the vehicle, seen speeding away from the bar with a broken headlight and matches Reed Stanfield.
Reed? Maybe Zeke did push him over the edge. He was behind the wheel?
No, his name is actually illiterate, not Reed. No visuals of the driver. But if damage from the scene matches the car, one step closer, let's pay Mr. Stanfield another visit.
You think you would take a life over some graffiti and a broken phone?
Maybe. That's not how he saw it. The diner is his life.
True. Have we found Max Glover yet?
Is it a long neck? Or is it a flaccid neck? Not yet. There's one way to make yourself look guilty. It's going into hiding.
Let's get an APB out on him. If he's involved, I want him found.
Like Garth Brooks once said, long neck bottle. So does he look like a beer bottle to you? Demanding. I like this side of you.
Ooh, kinky.
I don't like this side of you.
You better get used to it.
Oh, what you gonna do about it?
Keep being demanding.
You wanna tussle in the parking lot?
Don't tempt me. There are, after all, 2 parking lots within walking distance of our house.
Oh, no.
Okay, you ready for this?
I'm ready. He has some explaining to do.
Ready? You've got some explaining to do. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Mr. Stanfield, I have some questions for you.
What is it with these peanuts on airplanes? Oh, that's Seinfeld. Okay, I don't know what else I could tell you though. Ask away.
We have a report that a car matching yours was involved in a hit and run.
And you think it's my car? No way. There's thousands of cars like mine around here.
But not all of those cars are owned by someone who has a motive for killing Zeke Matthews.
He's dead? Did you think it was me? Secretly, he's going, I got good aim. Really good aim.
He's been involved in a hit and run, and like I said, a car matching yours was seen leaving the scene.
Don't get me wrong. He got what was coming to him. I had nothing to do with it.
We saw some damage to your car on the way in. Can you explain where it came from, if not from today?
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, what's his face's mother took his
Donna?
car and then
Still half asleep when taking out those deliveries?
think I'd be stupid enough to do that? I rely on those deliveries for extra cash. Big yawns.
Okay.
Yawns, big yawns.
So can you explain how it happened?
Yeah, sometimes when you take a roofie, it kind of makes you go to sleep. And I was at the cross junction and some idiot in a truck took the corn too fast, scraped me, and scraped aside, scraped me. He scraped me good, long time for $5. I got his details. You want me to find his number?
That won't be necessary. That's the only damage?
The only damage I know about.
You've been here all day?
Correct. I've been rushed off my feet most of the days.
Can anyone confirm that you've been here the whole time?
A couple of the regulars.
Okay. Does anyone else have access to your car?
I keep the keys behind the counter.
If you could just answer the question.
I'm not out delivering. It sits outside. Sometimes it needs moving if you have a full lot. Whoever is the normal does it for me. Or whoever is in normally does it for me, that one. With the face and the hair.
Has anyone moved it today?
They must have. I always park right in front, but it's at the back of the lot now.
Mr. Stanfield, we'll be in touch.
Mr. Stanfield, we're gonna touch.
Okay, I don't see Donna yet. But we're gonna go talk to this person. Oh, it's Max. Mr. Glover, nice to finally catch up with you.
Detective Clark!
I need you to clear some things up.
Okay, I guess. What do you need to know?
It's convenient that you've shown up all like that. Wait. It's convenient that you've shown up like this, but what exactly are you doing here? You know, that is the first time I've flubbed all night, and you've done it almost every time, so shh.
My dyslexia catches up with me. You have no excuses.
I have dyslexia.
I wanted to see Justin's mom because we got a thing. Me and Justin's mom.
Why exactly?
I had to tell her I was sorry.
Sorry for what?
I felt so guilty that I was yawning. She had to know how sorry I was.
That's funny. I was delayed because I was yawning too. What do you have to feel guilty about?
Everything. If it wasn't for me, Justin would still be alive.
He was involved with a gang. He must have known what he was getting himself into.
I took him for a couple of meetups. He just wanted to know what we did. I never intended this, I swear.
Taking a friend to a gang meetup, what did you think was going to happen?
You're enjoying the Bela ASMR. He wanted to make a quick buck. And after this, he could sell their products. He was sick. What's so funny? What's so funny, Bella? What's funny, Bella?
Because there have been times that I've intentionally done the ASMR thing. I'm loving this new mic.
Oh, I know.
He ended up being dead because of it. Not the ASMR. The gang meetups.
He did because he asked me. He's dead because I was a prostitute. Okay? You shouldn't have even been there. It's all my fault.
How did Zeke know Justin was going to be there that evening?
Because he got really close to the mic. And then, he didn't. He must have followed me.
So why would Zeke target Justin if he was following you?
Justin was just standing up for. It was me. It was the target. Zeke wanted to settle some old beef we had. Oh, he wanted some beef with me.
That's what's for dinner.
Okay, Taco Suave. I never meant for this to happen.
It's a bit late for that now.
You sure you got a pretty mouth? Should have never sent that email.
The email arranging the meeting in the park, you sent it? We already knew that.
He wouldn't talk to me. The only way to get through to him was for him to thank the meeting for a deal.
So they were his drugs at the scene. The only reason he was even there was because he thought he was making a deal?
I just wanted to talk to him. I couldn't let him throw it all away.
But you couldn't let him take but you could let him take the beating from Zeke.
Kinky.
Going AWOL isn't the best sign of innocence. Where have you been all day?
Hold on, I got angry, kid.
Innocence? What am I meant to have done? You don't think I killed Justin? I can't do a guy's voice. You are aware that Zeke Matthews was run down by a car this afternoon?
Hey, yo.
Ayo, 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 ayo. I'm struggling to believe that when you have a strong motive, revenge for the death of your friend.
I like the way you're working. I hate him. I wouldn't kill.
He killed your friend while you hid in a dumpster. Surely that doesn't sit well with you?
Well, it's a deep subject, but of course it doesn't. I couldn't have killed him, though. I was here all day. Ask Reed.
I'll come back if I have any more questions. Don't go anywhere.
You never got him involved.
Okay, let's see. Justin was trying to protect Max. Zeke was targeting Max.
Where's the Perry Como? Como Perry. Como Perigato, Mr. Roboto.
What? What are you talking about? Here all day, just ask customers. Here all day, just ask Reed. Do this, actually. Bloop. Came to talk to Donna. Feels guilty. Reed's car. No.
Yeah, that's right. Use your dirty indoor voice.
My pillow talk voice. My I don't want to wake up the children voice.
You know, just some clothes.
I have no idea what you just said. What? Ouch.
I said, what you want?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Romancing and stuff.
Okay, well, let's. Max feels guilty. Justin was trying to protect Max. I don't know what else I can do here. Let me go back.
Your vehicle is a what?
What? I'd like to just go over a couple things.
Just a couple?
Just a couple.
Well, here, if it's going to help clear my name. After way.
How long has Max been here?
What? Him and Speak Donna, they had a pretty heated conversation and she stormed off. I just thought she was taking her.
Do you know what they were talking about?
No idea, but it seemed intense. I just heard Justin's name come up. That's all I could hear.
And he's been here since then?
Yeah, he ordered some food to sit by the bar waiting for her to come back. He didn't want to talk to me.
That's still you.
This kid's getting annoying. I didn't call for her. I thought they should just sort out whatever was going on. She must not have heard me calling.
Was that normal for Donna, to ignore you calling for help?
Not at all. She's normally straight back out. She knows that if I'm calling, it must be busy or I need her. She hates missing out on tips.
Mr. Stanfield will be in touch. Where's Donna? There she is. No, that's not quite what I wanted. It says Max is waiting for Donna. Keys are kept behind the counter. Came to talk to Donna. I don't know. Close the case. We don't have Donna yet. Donna's not a person yet.
At least Eric was getting some. That's all I'm saying.
Also, this Donna doesn't have any hair. Oh, wait. I have more dialogue. Reed said you came here to speak to Donna. So did Max. It was all a dream. A horrible, horrible dream. Lazy.
Jill was damn kid. I came to see her this morning. I told her everything. It's all just came flooding out. The meeting, the gang, his murder. I mean,
I can't imagine she took that very well.
I watched that 70s show. I mean, come on now. Come on. I've never seen someone go so white so fast. Thought she was going to throw a pot of coffee at me, but she just got up and left.
You left? Where did she go? I called after her, but she disappeared into the back. I waited for her to come back so I could apologize again, but Reed told me she had gone on her break, so I waited. Not very good. I had the guy voice, but I do what I can with what I have.
Very superstition.
Writing on the wall. I don't know what was... Oh, there it is.
You believe in things you don't understand, and then you suffer. Superstition just ain't the way.
That's what we're gonna go with for now. Miss Kugler, I wonder if I could have a minute of your time. What is it? Justin is gone. What else do we have to talk about? I was hoping to ask you some questions. Go ahead. Could you tell me about Reed's car? His car? What exactly do you want to know? You should speak to him about his car. We have, and now I'd like to speak to you about it. I understand the keys are usually left behind the counter. Sometimes, yes. I'm not normally paying attention to where he keeps his keys. But you have used it before, and got the keys from there? If he's asked me to move the car or something, yes. We noticed there is some damage to it. Would you know anything about that? Damage? What sort of damage? Why don't you tell us about the damage you know about? Okay, well, I had a little bump with a streetlight. Nothing major. No one was hurt or anything, only my pride. And the car? Maybe a cracked headlight at worst. Surely you aren't going to arrest me for it? Can you tell me about your whereabouts today? I've been here all day, same as always. Don't go too far. There we are. Yes.
Holy gee.
You've been here all day. What about your break? I had my time and no longer. I'm entitled to that, aren't I? You stayed in the diner on your break? Is there someone to confirm that? I may have stepped out. I needed to clear my head. Even you can understand that? I can only imagine after what you've been through. So, this walk. You went alone? Care to take me through where you went? Yes, I was alone. I can't or can't really clear your head with someone else there. I don't know, just around. I take it you let Reed know that you were leaving? I'm pretty sure he saw me leave. I don't have to tell him everything. I couldn't help but notice that the damage to the car headlight looks fresh. Maybe it wasn't me then. It's Reed's car. He's not aware of any new damage. The damage that matches the broken glass we found at the scene of Zeke's murder. It's a bar's parking lot. I'm sure there are plenty of accidents there. I didn't mention anything about a bar's parking lot. Don't go too far. I feel like that pretty much closed the case. I'm just saying. But, I mean...
She knows the rules, and so do I. You only say he was in a coma the whole the whole time during that 70s show because she didn't want to see her tainted by some skinny Venom wannabe.
This is the worst spiderweb ever.
No, that would be Spider-Man 3. Hence the reference. Oh, the same one that caused the Wizard of Oz? I heard about that.
I'm so confused.
Baking soda. Hold on, go back to... Oh.
We had dialogue, sorry. It's been a long couple days for you. I'm sure you had a lot to think about, including finding out who murdered your son. I don't know what you're talking about. We spoke with Max. He told us about the conversation you had this morning. That's a lot of text.
She's straight up hiding some stuff.
I know if I just found out who killed my son, I'd be on the hunt. No, it's not like that. Max told me all these lies about Justin. They weren't lies, though, were they? Those thugs corrupted my Justin. He would never have gotten involved in drugs or a gang. Maybe not. So, when you were out there in Reed's car, when you found Zeke, he gave you more truths about Justin? No.
Man, you guys like morbid that 70s show stuff going on, like fan side stuff. Cause I watched that whole show.
I didn't speak to him. You don't know what you're talking about. Here's how I think it went. Your boy was taken from you, and you couldn't let Zeke get away with it. Just because I wanted him dead doesn't mean I would actually do it. Maybe. But when you saw him, the pain of losing Justin surfaced, and you just saw red. Justin didn't deserve to die like that. And Zeke just looked so... So, you did see Zeke. No, he... The evidence is building up against you, Donna. We have your weak alibi. It's not a crime to go for a walk on your break. We have your knowledge of the fresh damage to the car, the damage that Reed is unaware of. Well, maybe he forgot that I told him? And we have a motive confirmed by Max. I couldn't take Max's lies anymore.
I mean, no matter what happened, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis ended up together. So, I mean, it doesn't matter at that point.
Bez's name actually ends with an S. It's short for foreign exchange student. Just so's and you knowsin'. So, when you got to the parking lot, you decided Zeke's fate. He didn't even see you coming. He took everything from me. That doesn't excuse taking a life. He had no remorse for what he had done. I just couldn't take it. I'm sorry, I should probably take this more seriously. It's a murder. I think we can finish this up down at the station.
Do this at the station, girl. You know I've been thinking about you all day long. And how you committed the murder with somebody else's car. There's an R&B song out there about that right now. Girl, I know you done hit a man with your car, but I've been thinking about you.
They actually have that in one of the initial episodes where they ask him what his name is, and the school bell rings for about 30 seconds while he's spouting his entire name. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to call you Fez, which is short for foreign exchange student.
A scorned mother, we should have seen it.
Donna Kugler is in holding. She hasn't stopped crying since she was brought in.
I'm sure she hasn't, like most of the perps we bring in. Realizing they're here for the long haul, it's probably just hit her that she'll never see her mother again. Her mother's she's taking care of her mother.
She has been taking care of her mother. Don't you remember that?
Her mother's like, fuck that bitch.
And that's the price she'll pay for murdering a teenage boy, no matter how awful he was.
Yeah, he does. He does tell what his full name is, but you never hear it because of the bell.
I already said that.
I'm sorry. I'm talking with chat.
Yeah, I already said that about the bell.
I already torn that family apart. Isn't that punishment enough?
I'm not sure what you're getting at. Oh, we're absolutely going to arrest Donna for Zeke's murder. That's not okay. What do you think? Yeah. I think arrest, yes.
Arrest her, yes.
I can't even imagine what she must be feeling, but we can't ignore that she is done because of her reasoning.
You can't understand why she did it?
Of course I can. Her son was murdered, but she's got to be prosecuted. She broke the law.
No, she's just upset because she wasn't a backup dancer in a Lil Nas video, okay? Even if it means her mother will probably fall into a system spending her final days alone.
Donna should have thought about that before she took a life of her own. She ran him down without a second thought.
No.
She made the decision to act. It's on her. We don't make the rules. It's the right thing to do. Isn't it?
Back to Lil Nas X, okay? That song Old Country Road was garbage. If anybody agrees otherwise, then they suck. Detective Clark, congratulations on your double homicide. I knew I made the right decision with you.
2 dead, a grieving mother, and grandmother falls into the care system. Not much to celebrate.
2 solved cases is a victory in my eyes, and the governor.
As long as the numbers are good, right?
I'm glad you see it my way regarding your other assignment.
Sir.
I eagerly await your report.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, and dragons, brings us to the end of our stream. We are 13 minutes past 9 o'clock.
Oh, snap. That don't sound like fun conversation.
Are we doing this?
There were a whole lot of fan theories with that 70s show, but nobody was hallucinating anything. It was a whole running gag the whole time. It didn't sound like a fun conversation. Like I said, it don't sound like a fun conversation.
Okay, fine, whatever. Pardon me?
Your phone call, I assume, was your precious Captain Merritt.
What? What made you think that?
Sir this, sir that. What did he want?
Nothing. He was just asking about the Justin Kugler case.
It's never that simple with him. He'll have some ulterior motive.
Like I said, he was just asking about the case.
Just be wary of him. He has his way of getting what he wants.
It's fine, honestly, nothing I can't handle. Thanks, though. Anyway, we have more pressing matters. Calls coming from a park ranger. Body's been found in the National Heritage Park.
But yeah, long story short, I followed a lot of that 70s show because I watched that show religiously all the way up until the whole Spider-Man 3, where that Topher guy goes off to be Venom and whatever. And that's when the series just went really stupid. But yeah, there's a whole lot of fan theories about Faz being fake and all that, and they're just at this point they're ultimately they really want to continue the series, but it's not going to happen.
And with that fascinating conversation, I think it's time to put a nice little bow on this night.
Mine.
Mine.
Well, it was nice you guys to stop on by. We will definitely catch all of you in the next one. And if you don't know already, make sure you take care and take it easy. If you haven't already, follow us. Because you never know what you're going to see next, even though you know what you're going to see next.
Yes, it's Black Book.
Bye.
Bye.